Hello, everybody, and welcome to the podcast. I am your host, Corey C., and I'm here with a very special guest today. I am here with NFT artist and social media ambassador of Love.io, Mel Heart. How are you today, Mel?
I
How's
am
everything?
I am fantastic.
That's great to hear. I'm very, very happy to have you on. I love your art. I want to say quarterly welcome to the Love.io ecosystem, to the team. We're happy to have you. I love your art. Your art is fantastic, and I'm looking forward to learn more about you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for having me. And I am absolutely thrilled to be a part of Love.io.
Absolutely. So let me ask you this, Mel. How did you get started in art?
I've always been an artist, but visually and with my imagination, I'm pretty sure it all started with my love of reading.
Cool.
I'm a pretty avid reader and I've always read tons of books. So my imagination sort of took the center stage in envisioning what I was reading. And I've tried to keep that imagination going on throughout my adult life.
Awesome. That's awesome. I like to hear that. I like to hear that creativity is still in functioning in the minds of adults when we have this societal idealism that creativity should be shunned, and we have this paradigm of just the 9 to 5, you do this, you go to work, you go home, you go to sleep, and then there's no time for creativity. So that's great that you
Exactly.
still have that. So Mel, let me ask you this then. How did you get started in NFTs then?
NFTs, I kind of took the long way around to get to NFTs. I actually stumbled into the NFT community from doing research into different cryptocurrencies that I could invest in.
Cool.
So I stumbled across the Ethereum community, and then I realized that this NFTs were happening.
Mhm.
And once I got a grasp of the idea of what an NFT was, it dawned on me that this is the perfect place for me to insert myself as an artist, because it gives you the ability to not only sell digital art, but you can sell physical art as unlockable content along with the digital art. So it opens up a whole new avenue of revenue for artists that wasn't really available before, or much harder to accomplish.
Absolutely, it gives you it gives you a new revenue source. It also gives you. I've noticed that NFTs also give artists a equal playing field with large content creators, because it allows people to put their art in the same place as, it's almost like someone who just started art being able to put their art in the same gallery as, let's say, Picasso.
Yes.
And it equals the playing field. It levels the playing field for artists, so that every artist has a voice, and I like that. So what would you then define as the biggest issue for artists wanting to get into NFTs?
I think the biggest issue still now, because NFTs and Web3 and even cryptocurrency are still so new,
Yes.
and there's so much technicalities to the understanding of it. I think the biggest obstacle that I myself had to overcome was learning wallets and transferring and minting fees and gas fees, everything that goes along with it. I don't feel like there's enough information all in one place where people who know nothing about it can go and easily understand what they need to do in order to get into this space.
I agree. I've been in this space since 2017, and there has been very little room of growth in the sector of seamless onboarding. There has not been any, if not very little, progress in garnering onboarding tools, seamless access into cryptocurrency. And this is why this space is still very intimidating. So that's a very good point that I like that you brought up, because it's necessary now, that not because in 2017 when I got in, the only NFTs that really existed were crypto kitties. And to be honest with you, it wasn't that big of a deal back then. But now, for this massive new trend in cryptocurrency, you have all these new artists that are really not interested in crypto, but they're interested in selling their art, but they need to learn crypto and
Right.
blockchain as a onboarding tool. And it's become very it's very intimidating for people who may not be well adept in technology, because this is a technological sector.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this then. What do you like then most about Web3 NFT space?
I think my absolute favorite thing about the Web3 and NFT space is the community. The community is so open-hearted and open-armed to art and new artists, and the positive vibe that is constantly put out there is unlike anything I've ever experienced before. It has renewed, personally for me, my passion for art and for trying to be an entrepreneur for myself. It has made me feel like this is something that's attainable for me,
Good for you.
which people need.
No, that's
It's
awesome.
daunting.
It's very daunting. Good for you. That's awesome. I like how, when I talk to people in this space, I like when they put a focus on community, because without community, there is no project. It doesn't matter how good your product is. It really doesn't matter. If your product is the best product in the world, but you have no community backing you, no one's going to buy it. It's just
Right.
a fact. So community is so important, especially in this niche market, because we're not mass adopted yet. We're
Right.
not in a phase. We're still in an infantile stage of cryptocurrency's life.
Yeah, I think a lot of people still also look at it as sort of a get rich quick pyramid
Yes.
scheme. The majority of the coverage comes from the things that go wrong, like
Exactly.
the other side mint. And all that does is lend credence to this is not something that's going to be around forever. I think more people need to be yelling about the positive things.
I agree, 100%. That's a very good point. So let me ask you this then. Do you have any projects in the works right now?
I have several.
Awesome.
So my team and we have started a group on LinkedIn for creators. It's called the Artist Collective, and the idea behind it is a network of support for artists and patrons. LinkedIn didn't really have a space like that, and we've grown really big. So we're holding a gala in June for artists.
Cool.
And then I have finally got my website up and running with links to all of my fun marketplaces. I'm doing a collaboration project with a lady, Barbie the Welder.
Cool.
She's fantastic. She's a fantastic metal sculptor, and she's so fun. I'm also doing some collaborations with the Meta Moms.
I've heard of that before.
They're really cool people. They're having me do some special work for them. I think that's probably all I can say.
No, that's awesome. That's really awesome. It's great to hear that your work is expanding, because it's very well deserved. I've seen your art. It's very, very impressive.
Thank you.
I really think that more artists need tools to expand their reach. And I feel like blockchain is one of those things, when you start understanding how to use it amalgamated with social media.
Yes.
So and I think that what I've seen from your art is very, very impressive. And I look forward to showing people your art through the thumbnail that will be shown. So,
thank you.
Of course. So are you available for any commission or request work?
100%.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that.
Absolutely. I love collaborations. I love special projects because they inspire me to sometimes think out of my box.
Mm-hmm.
And put myself out there in a different way. And a lot of times I find that I've unlocked a new path in my art for myself in doing this.
Cool. So do you have any exciting events coming up that we should know about, Mel?
The Artist Collective Gala in June is super exciting. It's going to be a big event in spatial. Cool. So people can go in and walk around with their avatars and hear and speak and see video. It's fantastic. I think we're even going to have some interactive pieces as well.
That's awesome.
In the galleries. And then on my website, I'm going to be doing a sale for the 4th of July.
Cool.
But I offer digital. I offer both the digital and the physical. So with some of my animated pieces, I am working with a couple other companies to provide LCD screens that actually have the animated artwork moving. So
That's
people
awesome.
can have the digital version and then also have an animated physical version for their home.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
I did not. I like how you used that word. What did you say it was called?
Digital.
Digital.
It's physical and
Yeah,
digital.
I never heard
digital.
of that before. That's a really cool word. That's really, I never heard of that before.
We're going to make it a new hashtag.
I like that. So let me ask you this then. Where can we find your art specifically?
Specifically at www.melheart.art is my personal website. And on that website, I have links for my OpenSea marketplace, my SoulSea marketplace, my Exchange marketplace, all of the different, all of the different chains that I'm on, I'm there. And then I also have a store on my personal website where you can buy some art that is not minted as NFTs. It is just digital or physical art. But it is also still one of ones. Once it is sold, then I take it off for sale. I'm not doing multiple copies of my artwork.
Awesome. Okay. So my last question is to you. What do you want to accomplish with your presence in the Web3 NFT art community?
First and foremost, obviously, is for some security for my own personal future and my home front. I mean, everybody, that's why we're all here initially.
Yes.
But I love the prospect of the ability to be able to draw in new artists like myself who could use a path for their creativity and use a way to earn some income without having to work that 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, at this point, I'm 40. So at this point, what's the point of being an adult if you can't do what you love? If you still have to slave away until the day that you die, then what is the point?
I absolutely agree with you on that. And I like your forward thinking mind state to be able to create a income and possibly a complete business out of your own passion instead of having to go to work for 40 hours a week. So God bless you for being able to do that.
Wasn't it Benjamin Franklin who said, find what it is that you love to do and you'll never work a day in your life?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, absolutely. I love his book, The Way to Wealth. I actually have it on my shelf.
Fantastic.
But I want to say, Mel, thank you so much for your time today. And I'm looking forward to seeing your art. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the Love.io community. And I can't wait to have you on again to talk more about how your art has progressed and how your business has progressed. Because I really want to do this again.
I would love to do this again. Definitely. Give me like a couple months and we'll see how big I get. Maybe you'll be interviewing a superstar.
There you go. I like it. Thank you so much, Mel, for your time.
Thank you. I hope you have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.